3, 4.
The Centro Altagracia de Fe y Justicia is a Catholic social justice organization dedicated to putting faith into action by engaging community members, helping them to get out of the four walls of the church, and to help them confront the social justice issues that they encounter on a daily basis.
Those are the values that I embraced when I was a child. I was raised around many priests from the theology of liberation. Being exposed to all those values, teaching us that the role of a good Catholic was not only to look for our salvation, but also to make society a better place for all of us.
Using the Jesuit social centers in the Dominican Republic as a model, the former provincial, Father Jeff Chinaki, decided to dedicate resources to open a similar center here in New York City, especially in Washington Heights, where the largest community of Dominicans live. The flavor of Washington Heights and Inwood is a mix of rice and beans, chimichurris, black and white pudding, and matzah. It's a wonderfully vibrant community that never seems to slow down. There always seems to be a party going, and you often see people smiling and laughing everywhere you go. It's a community that really knows how to celebrate life. The residents of Washington Heights and Inwood also have to deal with some of the same issues that seem to plague low-income, working-class immigrant communities. So problems with unemployment, legal status, domestic violence, access to benefits, as well as educational opportunities.
One of the key concepts, and I think it's one of the great treasures of the Catholic Church, is social justice. And what it comes to teach us is that how important it is for us to put our faith into action. Our faith has consequences in the way we live our lives. And so if we believe firmly in what the gospel teaches us, then we have to put that into practice.
We see both the individuals of this community and the challenges that they face as gifts from God. Trying to follow the example of St. Ignatius, we try to find God in all things. So the Centro is one of the few Catholic organizations working in this community.
We have a very large Catholic constituency that are very much based in faith in the Catholic Church. And I think it's important that we mobilize that community around real issues that affect everyday lives of their families. And I think that Centro Altagracia has done a good job.
I find on numerous occasions that people come to the rectory looking for help with everything from issues of domestic violence to questions on immigration to questions on housing. And Centro Altagracia is a wonderful resource for the parish and all those things.
Centro Altagracia has been a pioneer and one of the founding groups of Project Remain Nos Quedamos, which seeks to provide free legal services for tenants facing eviction. And I think that they've done a good job at providing that service and answering the call of many, many families who face very dire circumstances in their apartments.
He venido enfrentando un problema bien serio con el casero mío de largo tiempo, los cuales trataron de subirme la renta a una suma inconsiderable. Yo vine, consulté al doctor editor y él me hizo un trabajo muy bueno. A través de Nos Quedamos, he estado recibiendo muy buenos consejos y dirección. Yo estoy muy agradecido de el Centro Altagracia, el proyecto Nos Quedamos de Fe y Justicia y del personal que trabaja con él.
The center here has done a great job in forming leaders in our parish, both in youth ministry and also in social justice ministry.
One of the nicest things I've seen, and it's the only organization I know that has this, is the social ministries teams.
A social ministry team is a group of concerned individuals from a particular parish or parish community that have organized themselves to look at the community and through the lens of faith, through the lens of Catholic social teaching, see how they can respond and engage others to respond.
The Centro has been a catalyst here at St. Aloysius, a catalyst
for really jump-starting a social justice ministry and making it a vital and viable mission of a parish. A young woman working at the Centro at the time, Veronica Tikas, she had the social organizing skills, the community organizing skills that I just simply didn't have. I'd always wanted to get a social justice ministry started, but I didn't know how.
Bueno, el centro me ha motivado grandemente. Yo le agradezco y quiero decir que el Centro Altagracia de Fe y Justicia no es un centro cualquiera, es un centro donde ha hecho la diferencia y donde uno pueda decir, educar la fe, como dicen, donde se han formado varios grupos de justicia social en la arquidiócesis aquí en el Alto Manhattan. Y hasta ahora, gracias a Dios, ha dado un buen resultado.
Para mí es importante la pastoral porque me ha dado la oportunidad de yo estar en contacto con la comunidad, saber sus necesidades y yo poder contribuir a que ellos tengan una información, que puedan tener un servicio. Pues me siento muy satisfecha de que se haya podido hacer el trabajo, un trabajo bien fuerte, pero me da la satisfacción de que muchas personas se han podido beneficiar de ese trabajo.
Centro Altagracia has done a wonderful job putting together different workshops on the scriptures, different workshops on liturgy. They have a wonderful library that's open to the community.
Aquí en la biblioteca por la tarde yo vengo y tengo el tiempo disponible para leer los libros y es muy cómodo. Es para encontrar fe en Cristo Jesús, quiero conocer al Señor, quiero prepararme para poder estar seguro de la fe católica.
En el Centro de la Altagracia me he motivado mucho porque cuando tengo la necesidad de leer un libro o informaciones que no tengo en mi mano, y aquí lo encuentro. El Centro de Altagracia me ayuda en las clases, por ejemplo, ya he tomado 3 cursos, de los cuales me he beneficiado y estoy actuando en mi iglesia bajo estos movimientos y estas clases que he aprendido en el Centro Altagracia.
What's impressed me most is that in 5 years, Centro Altagracia has really become a member of the community. It's no longer seen as just kind of an agency that comes in to help. People recognize that this is part of the fabric of their parish and their community.
I believe having Centro in our community, educating our families, make a difference, and I hope that we will have a Centro for many years, and I'm looking to keep working together with us.
One of the things I've always been proud of about the Centro is that it's always been on the frontiers of where people have needs.
We came to this neighborhood with the question of how can we help? What do you need from us? The answer to that question has really been the guiding force around the work that we've been doing for the last 5 years. It's what's led us to do housing, to do domestic violence, immigration, youth ministry, our social ministry teams, and more. By coming into this neighborhood without an agenda, just a willingness to serve, we have allowed the community to, in effect, be our GPS. And the church has been our car, and God has been the fuel. Faith and justice. These two things cannot be separated. If you really want to live out the gospel message, if you really want to try to follow Jesus, then you have to fight for justice. Oftentimes we think of our faith as something that we do privately or even just something that we do in the church pews, but really, if we really want to follow Jesus, we have to pray, but we also have to heal and help others. And that, I think, is what truly being a Christian is about.
Gracias, Señor, por mi canción.